Hello, how's it going? It is February 11th and we have a snow day. So we are on buildings again because it's snowing outside. But I forgot to share something with y'all. Like it should have gone out in the last video I posted, but you know, we're just gonna go back in time a little bit while I share a very fun experience with y'all. In late January, I went with a small group from school, and we were a part of the snowshoeing team with Special Olympics. So we traveled like an hour and a half away to go on this place that you could ski and snowshoe and do snow sports on, I guess. I personally have never snowshoed at this level before. Like I've snowshoed before, but it's been a while and I've walked in snowshoes. Walking in snowshoes is not easy, you guys. It's not easy whatsoever. So what happened was, like, my parents signed me up for it. I'm like, yes, let's do this. There was 10 students total. I was the only girl out of everybody. I'm like, great. So I ended up running against people who were not from the Stewart School because they did, gals ran together and the guys ran together, and we never overlapped with each other. Actually, we did overlap with each other when we were practicing, but in the real time trial runs, we did not run against each other. So in my group, I got 2 first place medals. Sorry, I just caught up with a friend of mine. These are my medals, guys. Look at. One's heavier than the other one. I don't know why. They're the identical medals, but here's this one. And here's the other one. One's heavier than the other one. So I ran 2 races. One was the 100 meters. So, you know, like 100 meters on this track. It's the straightaway. And then one is 50 meters. But I'm like, since I haven't done this before, the advice was given me first. It's like, just run like you do in track. I'm like, great. But running in snowshoes is not easy whatsoever. There's a thing that you have to widen your hips. Like, it feels like you're like waddling like a penguin or something like that. We went Sunday through Tuesday. Monday was the practice day. So that's where we practiced and all that stuff. Then we had practice time trials, which means we ran against each other. And we got timed. And then how fast we went, we got paired with people who were about our same speed. On Tuesday, I was sore on Monday. It's ridiculous. So we had 2 staff members that came with us who were our coaches. And on Tuesday, so there was one staff member at the start line sending us off, like cheering us on, sending us off from the beginning. And then the other staff member was standing near the finish line, so she was cheering us on at the end. So what I did, I did 2 races. Like, each of us did 2 races to get, obviously, medals and stuff. So it's, oh my goodness, I'm just in love with snowshoeing now. It's very hard. I was sore for like 3 days straight. afterwards, I slept really good while I was over there because I'm like, I don't know, walking in snowshoes is difficult. But running in snowshoes, it's a whole different level of, when I practice, so I got to practice with the guys, like the guys in our group, and some guys were really, 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 really fast. For the life of me, I always got second when I ran with the guys because there's one of the guys is clearly faster than I was. And for the life of me, I tried to keep up with him and I just couldn't. So, yeah, it was fun. And we ended up, us two, the guy who was fast, so he got first in his race, and I got first. So he got 2 first place medals in his races, and I got 2 first place medals in my races. So I think racing with people who were faster than me helped my speed, because, I mean, by when I was practicing the 100 meters, race, you passed the 50 mark, and I'm like, oh my gosh, 50, you gotta keep going. I was like, oh my gosh, to see the 50 and I gotta keep going. And I just started to run. You just gotta keep going. And even in my race, I started to slow down a little bit once I reached the 50, when it wasn't the 50. It was the 100. So I was like, I gotta keep going. I was telling myself that I gotta keep going. So that's why I appreciated the coach at the finish line. I basically ran to the coach. Actually, in reality, I ran past the finish line and did the painful walk to my coach who was near the finish line. She's like, you did great! And I fell to the ground because I was so tired. But it was good. It was a very, very, very good, very, very good couple days out snowshoeing. I had fun. So that was my snowshoeing experience. I'm just in love with my experience there. That was new for me. Like, I picked up a lot of things. Like, me running for my mayor's speech is a new thing. Snowshoeing was a new thing for me. So, like, I'm trying all these new things in my life. And it's very challenging. It's exhausting. I do get worn out a lot. So that was just my quick little update about snowshoeing. And I can't wait to go back next year and do it all over again. And I just saw a snowplow just trying to clear off the sidewalks because, again, it's snowing outside. And so, actually, it's not snowing as bad as it was, but, you know,